Hi, I'm Andrew Tucker with Nutrien Ag Solutions in Mineral Point, Wisconsin, and I want to take a brief moment to talk to you about a scouting program that I think is really going to change the industry and how we look at our fields throughout the year. This year, in 2022, we are offering our customers the opportunity to enroll their acres in Taranis. Taranis is a drone scouting platform that has a computer-based algorithm in the background to be able to diagnose the problems and opportunities in fields in a timely manner that we can make decisions that's going to change the potential yield throughout the growing season. I've done a lot of scouting over my time as an agronomist, and I consider myself a pretty decent crop scout. The challenge is I cannot only cover so many acres in a day, and there's always at the end of the year times where I look back and think, man, I wish I spent more time in this field. Taranis gives us the opportunity to scout every acre of each field in a timely manner so we don't have a lot of those missed opportunities that we would otherwise have. I'm going to show you a couple of the pictures that come from the Taranis platform. One of the first scouting opportunities in the field in the growing season is looking at stand counts. Both on corn and beans, a lot of times when we're looking at replant decisions or just looking at hybrid to hybrid performance, the emergence of the stand count that we end up achieving is a pretty big thing. And as I've gotten into more of the drone scouting and working with a pogo stick with precision planting, I've been very surprised at the actual numbers and the actual counts that I'm seeing in the field. Oftentimes in scouting in the past, we've taken a tape measure, counted off 17.5 feet a row, counted the number of plants, and then said, okay, here's our population. But that population can vary pretty significantly across the field on different soil types, even slopes that are north-facing versus south-facing, definitely by hybrid. And being able to get good stand counts, again, across every acre of the field, not just where we happen to go scout that day, is a pretty big deal. After we've determined what the stand counts are in the field, we are also wanting to see what weeds do we have coming up and when they're coming up across all our acres. Some fields we're going to have problems with weeds germinating earlier than others, and without being able to scout every acre of every field on a regular basis, I believe that a lot of times we have some escapes that happen on us. Whereas if we're able to do a good scouting program and be able to see every acre of every field, we're going to have a lot more ability to make better decisions on which fields to go rescue first versus which fields are not as big of a deal as far as weeds coming through that we need to attack right away. We also want to see nutrient deficiencies right as they happen. With fertilizer being higher cost, I think it's going to be very important to know what areas of the field are starting to show deficiencies sooner than others so we can be more strategic with not only variable rate fertilizer applications across the field, but also be able to come in season and be able to correct micronutrient deficiencies or even the macronutrient deficiencies with a lot of the products that are available to us today to micromanage these fields and some of the deficiencies that we see out them. As we get later on in the growing season, we can start looking at insect damage. We can look at diseases that are starting to come in the field. Again, early diagnostics of some of these issues leads to more timely management decisions and really being able to put the right products on the right acres across these fields. I am really excited about the Taranis platform and how it's going to help us provide better services to our customers this year and in years going forward. So hopefully this has given you a little bit of a view into what Taranis is. And if you're interested in enrolling your acres, we need to get the boundaries uploaded in the Taranis program. As a grower, you have access to all the data that comes from Taranis. This is yours. It goes into the Taranis platform, and it's yours for as long as you want to go back in and look at that data. I've had several growers enroll all the fields on their farm, and I really do think that is going to give you the biggest benefit of the program, because Taranis will actually show you on a dashboard a list of your fields and show top performing all the way down to the fields that have the highest opportunity. and be able to help you manage what fields to pay the most attention to during that growing season. So if you're able to enroll all your fields, then great. I think you're going to get a lot of benefit from doing that. If you aren't quite certain if Taranis is the right program for you, or you feel you have a pretty good scouting program right now, I encourage you to at least enroll a few fields in the program and compare it to what you're currently doing with your scouting right now. I think you're going to find a lot of things that you might not have realized before, might not have noticed before, and might discover some ways and some opportunities to increase yield in your field. So if you have any questions on this whatsoever, please feel free to give us a call. Call Nutrien at 987-1155 here in Mineral Point, or you can feel free to reach out to me via text or phone call, and I'd be happy to answer your questions. So I hope you have a great, safe planting season this year. I look forward to working with you guys and helping you produce crops to the highest level possible, and have a great day. Thanks.